Welcome to brain test for tricky persons. This is level 1. Which one is the most annoying one? Alright, you have this cat, a donkey, and then this little dog here. You tap on the left ear there and a mosquito flies out, and then you tap on the mosquito and you're done. There's nothing more annoying than a mosquito except a missing phone charger. Alright my friends, we'll see you next level. Test for level 2, here we go. Tap them in order of their heights. Start from the longest one. Alright, on this one, we're going to tap on the measuring stick first, and then the giraffe, then Lily, and then the cat. There you are. Can a ruler measure itself? Wow, so deep. Okay friends, we'll see y'all next level. Welcome back, we're playing Brain Test 4. This is level 3. It says tap on the red buttons. Okay, tap on some of them and it's going to give you an X or something. So we have this water, bring it up there to the buttons and pour it. Just kind of drag it over there and it should clean the paint off. And you have 2 red buttons left, just tap on those and there you go. They should use a permanent paint next time. Alright friends, we'll see you next level. My friends, this is Brain Test 4, level 4. Tap on the biggest cookie, and that is the one right after the word biggest. We're going to tap on that one, and there you go. Hey, that's mine! Okay, just let me get one of the some of the smaller ones. To Brain Test 4, my friends, this is level 5. It says tap on the biggest flower. Alright, none of the flowers are bigger, so there's behind Lily's head, you see some little rays coming out there. Grab that, gotta pull it to the right, the sun comes out, and then you have the biggest flower, the third one from the left. Yay! Tap on that one. Cool. Now tell me, which other game lets you move the sun around like that? Alright my friends, I'll see you next level. Welcome to Brain Test 4. This is level 6, Save the Princess. We have this little string here, it doesn't really do anything. Grab the sword, just put your finger on it and drag it over to the princess. And she kind of handles business herself. So what do you think? Are you woke enough? Okay, my friends, thanks for watching. We'll see y'all next level. Hello, friends. Welcome to Brain Test 4. This is level 7. I hate morning acnes. Help me clean them, please. All right, we got some tissue box over there. That's nothing. There's a medicine cabinet. Tap on the door, and the top shelf is that bottle. And just drag it over to the tip. The top of the bottle meets the little red dots there, and then it pours that on the acne and clears that up. And then she's got some kind of long hair, so just on her hair in the front, just swipe up on her hair, and then you find that last zit there and take care of business. You also have acne? No, actually don't answer it. I don't want to hear it. Okay friends, we'll see y'all next time. Hey everyone, welcome back to Brain Test 4, Tricky Persons. This is level 8. Can you tap on all of my cats? Well, there's 3 there, but in her hand, she's got a little fish. So that left hand, just kind of click there, and a fish comes out, and drag it over to the plate. That flops down. 2 other cats come out of the woodwork, and then you tap on each cat, and you're done. How many cats do you need to have before getting an official cat lady title? I think you need 33. Hey friends. Welcome to Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends. This is level 9. Clean my cat's naughty face. Okay, you can't swipe it off. Grab the tail, and the tongue comes out. And crank the tail up and down. Right, that gets rid of the top. Now you gotta flip your phone upside down. Flip the phone upside down, and then crank the tail back and forth. There you go. Oh, my cat is broken again. Alright, my friends, I'll catch y'all next level. Welcome to Brain Test 4. Level 10, get rid of my dandruff. Okay. Brush doesn't work. These things don't work. What you need to do is turn your phone upside down and shake your phone. And the dandruff comes off. So turn your phone upside down and shake it. Humanity would never starve if the dandruffs were edible. Alright my friends, we're going to see you all next level. Brain Test 4. This is level 11. What is my password? Okay, you have X, Z, Y, possibly an N here. Don't get distracted. it tells you right on the thing. It says, what is my password? Not as a question, but as a statement. What is my password? So you click on the screen and you type in WHAT, and that's the answer. This is a very tricky one, almost so simple but so difficult because you're trying to like figure it out with those other letters. Okay, now it's your turn. What's your bank account password? Hello friends, welcome back. This is Brain Test 4 level 12. I must press the red button. Alright, so if you try to take her over that button, it runs away from her. So there's a shirt over there, the purple one. Tap on the purple shirt, it falls to the ground, and then you can go over, just drag Lily over to that red button on the shirt, and you're good to go. Whose idea was it to put that hideous red button on that jacket? Okay friends, thanks for watching. See you next level. Welcome back to Brain Test 4. This is level 13. How many slices have chocolate chips? There's that one chocolate chip that's on like half a slice. So 1, 2, 3, 4. We're gonna write 5 in there because there's that one little chocolate chip there. And we would be correct. Okay, my friends, thanks for watching. If you want to check this game out, be sure to look in the description of this video. I linked it for Apple and Android. Whoever put the chips over this cake, like that is a psycho. Welcome to Brain Test 4 level 14, my friends. Oh no, I spilled some juice on Granny Amy's carpet. Help me cover it. Alright, so what you want to do is there's that stain right there. There's a bucket here and a mop, but those don't do anything. There's little shadows under the people. You just grab them and pull them over there, and there's a shadow under Bubba. And combine the shadows, just drag them over there and then cover it up. Eek, where's my shadow? The poor thing couldn't handle your weight anymore. Oh, just a burn right there. Alright, my friends, I'll see you next level. To Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends. This is level 15. How many slices have vanilla? Well, it looks like they all do, don't they? So I'm going to go with 8. And that is the correct answer. Enough tricky riddles with this cake. Let's eat it. Okay, friends, we'll see you next level. Back to Brain Test 4. This is level 16. I must get through Granny Amy to eat more cake. Let's see, she's got cake all over her face. Granny's blocking the way. We got plates up on the wall, so just kind of swipe to the right on those plates, and they start falling off, and Granny starts catching them. And then she can walk by because Granny can't stop her now. Nice catch, Granny. Don't come crying when you can't wear your pants anymore. Okay, friends, I'll see you next level. Welcome back, my friends. This is Brain Test 4, level 17. Wake up, Uncle Bubba. There's Uncle Bubba. What's he doing? There's an air horn there. Don't know how to press the button. There's a fly there. Let's tap on the fly, and it flies over to the shelf. If we tap on the fly again, it flies over to Uncle Bubba's face, and then we tap on the lizard, and that's kind of a rude awakening there. Sorry, dear lizard, but you're not my type. Okay, my friends, I'll catch you next time. Welcome back, friends. This is Brain Test 4, level 18. I must find a way to scare my little sister. Alright, well, there's a toilet seat cover there. Tap on that. It rises into the air. Drag Lily over to there. She jumps into the toilet. Her little sister comes in, and she rises out of the toilet and scares her. That would be kind of scary if you could actually fit in the tank of the toilet. What's wrong with you, Lily? It wasn't me. It was the player making me do this. So we get blamed for it. Alright, my friends, I'll catch you next level. Thanks for watching. Hello, my friends. Welcome to Brain Test 4, level 19. This lazy cat must sleep on her bed. Alright, you got food. Got a bunch of options here. An air horn. All these things. You can't drag the cat over. Can't drag the pillow. What you need to do, turn your phone to the right so it's on its side. So that would make the pillow down, directly down from the cat that's at the top. So tilt your phone to the right, counterclockwise. I'm sorry, clockwise. So now your phone is on its side, and then give it a little shake, and give it a shake again, and one more time. And the cat rolls over to the pillow. So turn your phone 90 degrees counterclockwise so the cat is up in the air, and then shake your phone and he'll roll down towards the pillow. Alright, my friends, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next level. Even Garfield isn't this lazy. Back to Brain Test 4, my friends, Tricky Friends. Level 20, here we go. All right, enough fun, free fun. Time to pay me $1,000 to continue. That's pretty expensive for an app. All right, if you look at the number 1,000 up there, just drag that 1 away from there and just wipe it away. So now you have to pay me $0 to continue, and then the button turns green after you drag that away, and then you tap on the pay button. Hey, I was just kidding. This game is completely free. Get ready for more tricky levels. Hey, my friends, welcome back to Brain Test 4 Tricky Friends, level 21. Here we go. I wonder, what is Dr. Worry's real name? Well, he looks like he's got a little paper there in his pocket. There you go. Tap on the paper, and then put your fingers on it to widen it out. Tangorino, Frederico, Machiavellian Ravioli. So put your finger and your thumb on the name tag and spread them apart, and that makes it bigger, and then you can read it. You have a really weird name. I will just call you Dr. Worry. Be my guest. I will never forgive my parents for that weird name. All right, friends, here we go. Brain Test 4 Tricky Friends, level 22. I must answer Dr. Worry's question. Oh, right, 5 plus x equals what? Well, just on the screen there, just kind of swipe up on that. That reveals x equals 2, and we know that 5 plus 2 equals 7, so we put it in 7, and that is the answer. Are you insulting me with this easy question? I just want to make sure you know basic math. Okay, my friends, thanks for watching. I'll see you next level. And welcome back, everybody. This is Brain Test 4 Tricky Friends, level 23. Dr. Worry must get some venom for his new medicine. All right, well, we have this little mouse over here, and we drag it close to the snake. The snake starts salivating venom, and then we can get this little flask over here and drag it over to that, and that collects the blood from the floor, and we are good to go. I use this venom to make a medicine to cure the Kardashian fans. All right, my friends, we'll see you next level. Welcome back, my friends. This is level 24 of Brain Test 4. This man wants some hair. So there's some seeds here on the ground. Just put your finger on them, bring them over to his head. They stop on his head there, and then you grab the water bucket, bring it over and onto the water, the little seeds there, and his hair grows. He's got green hair. You can stop worrying about your hair now. There are hundreds of more things to worry after all. Okay, friends, don't worry is the main thing. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Hey everybody, welcome back to Brain Test 4. This is level 25. What's Uncle Bubba's secret? Uncle Bubba. Let's see. Let's take these glasses and drag it over here, and he's got a heart on his belly, a heart tattoo. Well, Uncle, what's that tattoo? You must have had a wild youth. Hey, I'm still young, and I'm still wild. All right, friends, thanks for watching. I'll see you next level. Welcome back, my friends. This is Brain Test 4, level 26. Dr. Worry needs some gas for the new formula. All right, what are we going to do here? Move that over. Oh, drag those to the right, and there's this can here. Give that to Uncle Bubba. I don't even know what that is, but then he starts making his own gas, and thankfully Dr. Worry had that gas mask to protect himself. Well, thanks for the gas. And then Uncle Bubba's like, it wasn't me. Alright, my friends, thanks for watching. I'll see y'all next level. Welcome back, my friends. This is level 27 of Brain Test 4. Which golden coin is real? Alright, people used to test coins, gold coins, by like biting on them because gold is soft and you could put an indent in them. So what we're going to do is we're just going to take one and drag it over to his mouth. And he'll bite on it. Not that one, not that one. She doesn't want to die. Let's give him those. Those are all chocolate with golden wrappings. And that's the gold one right there. Did he break a tooth on that one? Yes, I'm rich now. Zori Willie could be booze. It were my dental treatment. I just broke a tooth, so he needs some dental treatment. Alright, my friends. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next level. Friends, welcome back. This is Brain Test 4 Tricky Friends, level 28. Dr. Worry needs to get blood samples from that fly. Well, is it a fly or is it a mosquito? Alright, so we put our finger on the screen and the mosquito kind of flies around. And you can try to hit it with these things, but it doesn't work. So you just drag the mosquito over to his arm, over to the doctor. And it kind of... bites him. You just kind of hold it there by his foot, gets full of blood, and then you can take the little thing out and smack him. He falls down to the ground. Out comes some blood samples, and then drag that little vial over to the blood, and there you have that. This level is just an excuse to get back at those pesky mosquitoes. Okay, friends, thanks for watching. We'll see you next level. Hey friends, welcome back. This is Brain Test 4 Tricky Friends. Level 29. Dr. Worry's new robot requires some electricity. Alright, so you have a plug in there and you have a plug in there. You can move Lily and Dr. Worry. I think if you put his little hand on that one, and then you put her hand on it, and you connect them. Make sure Dr. Worry is on the left and Lily is on the right for this one to work. Don't try this at home, kids. And then you make sure their little hands are touching the electrical cords. Okay, everyone, we'll see you next level. Welcome to Brain Test 4 Tricky Friends. This is level 30. We need a cleaner energy for this robot. Alright, cleaner energy. You can tap on the shades and open that. Didn't work. Can't plug it in. Let's tap on the water spigot over there. That turns the water on. And we have a dirty battery here. Alright, we put that under the water, and now it's clean. And we drag it over to the robot, and we have clean energy. Get it? Clean energy? And that's not how clean energy works, but anything goes with this crazy game, I guess. Once again, another fun level. Hey friends, welcome back to Brain Test 4 Tricky Friends. Level 31 here. I must find a way to discharge. Well, her hair is really staticky, so we just swipe left on the sidewalk there, and it brings up some dirt. And then we tap on Lily's shoes, and then we drag her over to the dirt, and that grounds her. And the static electricity passes into the earth there. Easy for Lily. Where can you find some dirt to get onto these days? Okay, friends, welcome back to Brain Test 4. Level 32, this one is. Oh no, a bear is attacking me. Alright, so the meat thing doesn't help. How about we tap on that guy's shirt? We got a little red shirt here. Put it on the bear. Who does that look like? It looks like Winnie the Pooh. Oh, I see. That's why Winnie's the only one wearing a shirt. A shirt keeps a bear calm. It makes so much sense now. Thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see y'all next level. Be sure to check out this game in the description below. Welcome to Brain Test 4 Tricky Friends. This is level 33. Stop my little sister from peeking into my phone. If you tap on the little sister, she disappears. Or she pops up on the other side. While she's gone, you tap on the couch. And then she can't see that, so swipe up on the couch. Alright. And then we tap on her again. Nope, we just tap on the couch and drag it to the left, and that extends that out to block her so she can't see it. Leave me alone, peeky, creepy. Mom, Lily is calling me names again. So yeah, tap on the couch, swipe up kind of on the back one, and that brings it up. And then when on the side part there, you want to kind of swipe to the left or tap on it to get it to extend out on the left hand side there. Thanks for watching, my friend. Welcome back, my friends. This is Brain Test 4, level 34. Stop her awful singing. My goodness, that is pretty bad and difficult to stop. There's a lot of stuff going on here. What we want to do is swipe on the little girl's foot there, and out comes a sock. Grab that sock and put it in her mouth like that. Just swipe it into there and just drag it over to her mouth. Wow, the saying, put the sock into it, wasn't figured it after all. Alright, my friends, thanks for watching. I'll catch y'all next level. Okay, my friends, welcome back to Brain Test 4 Tricky Friends. This is level 35. Oh no, Granny Amy has fallen asleep and will fall down. Alright, well, just put your finger on her. Tap on your finger. Leave it in the middle and kind of just hold your finger on her in the middle. And she tries to fall, I just kind of tap the screen there on her and hold my finger on there in the middle, right on Granny's face in the middle, and then she doesn't fall all the way. That's what happens when you cross a thin line between meditation and sleeping. Thanks for watching, friends. I'll catch you next time. Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends, level 36. My little sister rummaged through my precious candies. I must put them back. Alright, so let's grab some candy, start putting it in there. Okay. And then we have some candy left over. Let's just give it to Lily there. Whatever's left over. Oh. Okay, so she needs to eat some candy first. Let's swipe some candy in there. And then, oh no, that's not right. I'm going to give her 3 candies. 1, 2, fourth one made her sick. There's 3. And then the rest are going to go into the container. There we are. Nobody can touch my candies. They are my precious. Little shout out to Lords of the Ring there, Gollum. Okay, friends, thanks for watching. We'll see you next level. To Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends. This is level 37. I want to swing faster. Alright, so guys, just shake your phone back and forth. And that really swings it. Whee! No needs. Who needs Disneyland? Alright. So shake it back and forth, left to right, not front to back. So left to right. Shake your phone back and forth, and she really takes off there. Thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see you next level. Welcome back, everybody. Checking out level 38 here of Brain Test 4 Tricky Puzzles. Dr. Gray must make a new concoction formula according to the formula. Okay, so we have the formula over here. Let's take the green one and put that there. And then it says red, so let's take red over there. And then it says blue. That's like a round thing for blue. So tap on that paint mixer over there in the corner. Bring that red over there. Or bring the blue vial over there. It shakes it up. And then you bring that vial to the red one that was there, and then you bring the purple one up to the vial, and there you have it. Well, I thought we had it. Okay, hang on. Green, and then red, and open that, and drag that over. Okay, and now add that, and then take the purple and add it. Okay, I don't know what happened that first time, but I don't know why it blew up. I hope this formula will cure your social media addiction. Thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see you next level. Hey friends, welcome back. Playing Brain Test 4 Tricky Friends, level 39. Dr. Worry can't solve the equation. 0, 0 equals 0. Alright, we have some of these things that can move around. The zeros. Let's move a 0 down there. And then a 0. Another 0 there to make that an 8. And there we go. Okay. I knew the answer. I just didn't have a marker to write it. I swear. Okay, friends. I'll see you next level. Everyone, welcome back to Brain Test 4 Tricky Friends. Level 40 here. Granny Amy is having a terrible back pain. I must help her. Alright, you have these massage things and a rolling pin and all that. Nothing helps. So just put your finger and your thumb on Granny and kind of spread them apart a little bit and straighten her up there. Now, what was that? Are you a chiropractor now? Okay, my friends. Yeah, I just kind of put my finger and thumb on her and she straightened up. You could put your finger and thumb and kind of spread out, maybe to help stretch her. Maybe that's the actual key for it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Welcome to Brain Test 4, level 41. Where is the remote? Oh, this is a tough one. I always figured it was under Bubba. All kinds of stuff that you can move on this level. None of them really work. The water, the bear, nothing works. So just kind of turn your phone upside down and shake it all around. And then he falls off the couch. Okay, grab the remote and take it to Lily there, and you're done. So once again, take your phone, turn it upside down, shake your phone back and forth as it's upside down. There's an earthquake in my dreams. Hey friends, welcome back. This is Brain Test 4, level 42. Here we go. Uncle Bubba is not letting me watch my show. I must get rid of him. Alright, well, Uncle Bubba, soda's all over the place. Let's give him a soda. Here's another soda. Let's give him that soda. There's another soda on the shelf here. Let's drag that one over. And there's another one here. Let's drag that one over. Uncle Bubba's not feeling good, and he goes off. And now she can watch her show. So we need to install a TV in the bathroom. All right, my friends. I'll see you next level. Welcome back to Brain Test 4, level 43. We must find a way to watch our shows at the same time. All right, we have apples there. Nothing really helping. Let's grab this knife and just bring it up to the TV. It cuts the screen in half, and you're good to go. Now, don't go cutting your phone in half. It doesn't work in real life. Maybe the new phones, I don't know. Probably not. Okay, friends, thanks for watching. I'll see you next level. Hey everyone, welcome to Brain Test 4, level 44. Dr. Worry needs help on powering up the coil. We have these little things here. They don't really do anything. Just swipe up on the whole screen there, put it on the machine and swipe up. And there's a red handle there. Tap on that red handle and it starts up the little Tesla coil there. And what's the purpose of those circles? They're just there to annoy the player. Thanks for watching, my friends. Be sure to check out this game. It's a lot of fun. I'll see you next time. Brain Test 4, level 45. I must please that cute cat. Alright. So just kind of tap on the back of the cat there. Don't worry, Cotton, I will pet you too, but wait your turn. So I just kind of like on the back leg there, just above the back leg, just kind of tap there real fast. And that was all you needed to power up the little booster there. Thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see you next level. Okay, welcome to Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends, level 46. Which one did eat my chicken fries? This was one of the toughest ones out there. You have these things that move, and some move down, some move up. You can swipe stuff. You can move these bones. Really a tricky one. Ultimately, you have to swipe up on this the box there. Swipe up. I was swiping down a lot, and there's a mouse that's just full of chicken. That mouse must be bribing the cats. Okay, friends, very difficult level there. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time. And welcome back to Brain Test 4, level 47. Here we go. My brother Lazy Larry is not letting me use a mirror. Help me. He's trying to cut his hair. Hair looks so nice. Let's just grab this razor off the wall and just kind of shave off all his hair. He's probably not going to be happy with that. Oh no, my beautiful hair. Mom! At least you won't have to spend so much time in front of the mirror anymore. Kind of a rough way to deal with that, but I guess effective. Thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see you next level. Back to Brain Test 4. This is level 48. How could this equation be correct? You have all these fruits. You have these, this movable fruit here. You can move your plus signs. You can move everything. It's pretty crazy. Ultimately, you just grab this though, and you put it up there. But where the 5 is, banana equals 0, and there you go. I wish they were also 0 calories. Really difficult one there. Actually took me quite a while to beat it. So I hope this is helpful for you guys. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Okay, my friends, welcome back to Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends. This is level 49. Brr, it's so cold. Alright, we got some fish there. That doesn't really do anything. The cat eats all the fish. Nothing happens. It's negative 3 degrees. The cat seems to be warm, though. Looks like there's some fire hot sauce here. Let's put that, drag the fire hot sauce over to the fish, and then drag that over to the cat. Eats the fish that are now turned into fire and starts the fire with a flame from his mouth. Must be some hot sauce. Okay, my cat is a dragon. Cool. Okay, my friends, welcome back. This is Brain Test 4, level 50. Protect me from that snake. All right, we got hammers, we got buckets, we got all kinds of stuff here. And then we have this pipe. Just put your finger on the pipe and drag it over to Lily. And she starts playing a little tune and mesmerizes the snake. Ugh, this flute tastes like rust. Alright, my friends, thanks for watching this one. Have a great day. I'll see you all on the next level. Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Brain Test 4 and level 51. Dr. Worry needs a chicken to sit on the eggs. We're gonna find a chicken at, that's not a chicken. I'll put your thumb and your finger on the picture in the background and spread it open. So put the finger or 2 fingers together. I'm using a finger and thumb. Put it on that picture and you can spread it out or make it smaller or bigger. Then the chicken appears. Grab the chicken tap on it and just pull it down out of the picture onto the eggs, and you're good to go. Is this a scientific experiment, or is he just opening a chicken farm? All right, my friends, I'll see you next level. Brain test for tricky friends. Level 52, here we go. One of my cats feels lonely. Please help, or help please. Poor cat. It looks like it's the sad one there. These ones are smiling. There's a mouse here. Let's see here. So all these things are interactive. You got olives, pickles, and pizza. I've got this ball of yarn here, and just drag an olive over there and drag the pizza down there. Just start dragging stuff that ball of yarn, and it's creating a little friend for the cat. Kind of weird, but the cat's happy. The cats are even weirder than you. That's why I love them, Granny. All right, my friends, I'll see you next level. Welcome back. This is Brain Test 4, level 53. I want a green apple right now. All right, this one was super difficult. It seems easy, just drag that green apple over, but it doesn't work. So like you can see, every time you drag it over, it just turns into a red apple once it crosses the screen. So take the apple and drag it across the screen to the right, and then it comes out the other side, and you drag it over to her, and that's all you gotta do. The flat earth theory is officially debunked. There we go. All right, thanks for watching, my friends. Friends, welcome back. Brain test 4, level 54. Grr, I'm stuck behind that slow car. Please help. All right, we're on a solid line there, so you can't pass on a solid line. Just put your finger on the solid line and swipe it down so it's next to the other. It's on the other side, and then you can pass freely. All right, my friends. Remember to thank us for this level after you pass your driving test. You guys have a great day out there, and I'll see y'all next time. I'm back. I'm playing level 55, brain test 4. I must get back my Bluetooth headphone from Tiki. So how are we gonna do that? All right, Bluetooth headphone. What if we just turn off the Bluetooth, right? Maybe you grab that note there and collect the other notes, and it's super loud and it falls to the ground. So drag the music notes into the other ones so they combine. All right, there's a problem with your headphones. Yes, that's why you shouldn't use them, my dear sister. And there you go. Thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see you next level. All right, friends, welcome back. This is Brain Test 4, level 56. The power's out. Time to light some candles. We have a flashlight here, and there's some candles, but how do we light them? You tap on them. It's not working. I don't see a lighter anywhere. Unless, time to light some candles. There's a light, the word light. Let's drag that down there, and that lights the candles by just dragging the word light down. Back to medieval times. All right, my friends. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Welcome back. I'm playing Brain Test 4, level 57 here. Oh no, the milk is going to spill out. All right, we got our milk is boiling there. And you just want to swipe up on that pot so it's a lot taller, and then the milk won't boil out. So once again, just put your finger on the pot, swipe up so the pot gets taller. If only moms knew about this trick. Thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see you next time. Hey friends, welcome back. This is Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends, level 58. Here we go. Tiki is sad that her paper plane isn't flying. Alright, you can try to fly the little plane, it just doesn't do anything. There's a little jet over here, there's a fan over there, a little cup of milk here. We give it to Bubba, and you get a red X on your screen. So put your finger and thumb on it, and just spread it out so it's bigger, and then drag it over to Bubba. He falls asleep, and that creates a little airflow, and then you put your jet on, or drag your airplane up on there. There we go. What if he wakes up? Don't worry, you'll be already bored before he wakes up. So once again, just put your finger and thumb on the cup of milk, spread them apart so it gets larger, then give it to Uncle Bubba. Then he starts snoring. Swipe the airplane up into the airstream. Thanks for watching, my friends. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Friends, welcome to Brain Test 4, level 59. Here we go. Dr. Worry wants to activate his new robot successfully. Alright, so I have some robot parts here on the ground. Just kind of drag those up, but then if you press the button, he just kind of falls over because he's only got one arm and one leg. and there's no others out there. So you can drag the robot around and just push him off the screen a little bit so only half his body showing. Then hit the red button and he's fine. Don't worry about it. Wow, this is the first time a problem was solved just by ignoring it. Thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see you next time. Back, this is Brain Test 4, level 60. Fishing is so boring. I need some fun. Alright, we have some bungee cords there, and we attach them to their little pitons there. And then, let's see here. Alright, then what you do is turn your phone over and shake it, or just shake it, I think, and that just stirs up the waves, but they're held in there. So shake your phone, and if that doesn't work, just turn it upside down and shake it. It should do the trick. That's what I did. Whoa, I've never seen a lake so wavy before, because you've never come here with me before. Hey friends, welcome back to Brain Test 4, level 61. Jenny must get through me to show her skills. Alright. Oh, can't do it that way. Let's put a banana. Nope, we'll put a banana. A bird. Alright, just bring the ball over there first, and then bring Jenny over there, and then give her the ball, and she passed her. Wow, you're good at this. Thanks, but I have no idea how that happened. Okay, thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see you next level. Brain Test for Tricky Friends. Jenny wants a slam dunk. There's some milk over here. What if we just give her some more milk to drink? No. If we tap on the hoop, tap on the pole there, holding the hoop up, and it starts lowering it. And now we try to then tap on Jenny, and she can slam dunk it, kind of. Okay, what you're doing is totally not helping her. So tap on the pole, and it goes down. There's that little bolt or something right there, that little gray part. Tap on that. That'll work for me. Thanks for watching, friends. I'll see you next level. Okay, my friends, welcome back to Brain Test 4. Tricky Friends, this is level 63. Jenny must run through the obstacle course. And you have a jump. Alright, so we have a jump button. This doesn't look like that's going to work. I can hold down the jump button, and it's just not working here, so I think we flip it upside down, maybe. There we go. So just flip your phone upside down, and she can pass through that just fine. Oh, my bad. Okay. Oh, turn your phone upside down, and then get ready to turn it right side up again when the other cones are coming. So get ready, and then flip your phone upside down again, or right side up again. There we go. Kind of difficult. Are you a training athlete or a cheater? Thanks for watching, my friends. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Okay, welcome back, everybody. This is level 64 of Brain Test 4. Jenny must do a very long jump. Alright, so it says it's a long jump, so let's put our finger and thumb together on the jump button and then spread them apart, and it becomes a longer jump. And then press that jump button. There we go. Simple enough when you know. You can also jump so long if you shout long enough. Thanks for watching, my friends. I'll catch you next level. Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Brain Test 4, level 65. Jenny must win against Dr. Worry's robot. Okay. Rabbit with a tortoise. And hare. There's sunshine there. Alright, apparently the robot runs on solar energy. So drag those clouds in front of the sun, and the robot stops, and you're good to go. I need a backup energy source. If Tiki is any indicator, sugar is a fantastic energy source. Alright, friends, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys all next level. Hello my friends and welcome back. This is level 66 of Brain Test 4. Time to prank Jenny. Alright. See if we drag the numbers off of those weights there. Okay, there's a 50. Let's put that on a weight here. There we go. Drag the 50 and put it on the 100 spot. Okay, there we go. So just drag the number 50 over to the number 100 and that replaces it. My back. Oops, let's get out of here before she realizes what we did. Okay, my friends, I will see y'all next time. Here we go. Welcome to Brain Test level 67 of Brain Test 4. Jenny challenges Dr. Worry's robot for a fight. Alright. If we hit the fight button, knocks Jenny out. And can we do the same thing with the clouds again? Let's just move the clouds over the sun and hit the fight button. Oh, still, he's knocking her out. So let's try that. And let's just swipe to the right on the robot and it turns him around. And we tap on, so swipe right, it turns around, tap on that on his back to open it up and take the battery out. And then drag the clouds over there and hit the fight button. The robot is defenseless. Thanks for watching, my friends. Stop, it's already powered off. Doesn't matter, I need a punching bag after all. Alrighty, I'll see you guys next level. Welcome back. I'm playing level 68 of Brain Test 4. Tricky friends. Tiki must find the biggest balloon. Well, see, we drag that one over there and she blows it up. Drag them over to her mouth. I thought that cat might be a balloon. There it is. Let's tap on that one. All right. I hope it was really a balloon. Me too. Okay, everybody. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Back, my friends. I'm playing level 69 of Brain Test 4. Dr. Worry needs a butterfly for his next experiment. All right, there's a caterpillar over there. What if we drag a leaf for over to the caterpillar? So he's getting bigger as he eats the leaves. And we continue to drag more. And he makes a little cocoon. And what happens now? Do we just wait? Let's get the sun. Let's make the sun go down. Drag the sun down. It comes up. The moon. And the moon comes up. Let's drag the moon down. The sun comes up. Do it again. Drag the moon down. Drag the sun down. Drag the moon down. And out comes a beautiful butterfly. The absolute madman stood there waiting for days. Now that's a scientist. Okay, my friends, thanks for watching. I'll see you next level. Hey, my friends, welcome back. This is level 70 of Brain Test 4. They must catch the butterfly. Okay, how do you catch a butterfly? There's a net there. And she's got flowers on her shirt there. So tap on the flowers. One goes into her hair. Or wait, we just drag that around and it goes right into the jar. So just kind of move the flower from her shirt where in front of the butterfly so it flies into the jar and you're good to go. Don't worry, you won't hurt it, right, Mr. Worry? Of course, I will just dissect it for science. Oh my goodness. My friends, welcome back to Brain Test 4, level 71. Jenny must lift that weight. Alright, we have some weights around here. Pump. Alright, how about her arms? Maybe if we... Okay, one arm looks like quite a bit bigger, so if we put our finger and thumb together on her arm, then and spread them apart, it looks like they get bigger. So let's do that for both arms, and they show quite a bit stronger looking. It's a way healthier method than taking steroids. Just put your fingers put our finger and thumb together on her arm and then spread them apart on each arm, and that makes her arms bigger. And there you go. Thanks for watching, my friends. Hey, welcome back. This is Brain Test 4, level 72. I want a cool smartphone like everybody else. Okay, well, let's see. Swipe left on the donkey. It turns around. And we drag an apple over there. It takes a bite out of it. And then drag that onto the back of the phone, and you have an iPhone now. You can always bite the apple by yourself if you don't have a donkey around you. There we go. Thanks for watching, my friends. Back. This is Brain Test 4, level 73. What a family. They didn't leave any space for me to eat my meal. Wow, just really a mess there. You can take the broom and sweep it away. Or just flip up your phone upside down. Flip your phone upside down and shake it. Everything falls off of there. Don't tell me that you also clean your room by tossing everything around. Well, it worked in that case, but what goes up must come down. I wonder what kind of mess that was. All right, my friends, I'll see you next level. Back to Brain Test 4. This is level 74. Dr. Worry cloned the butterfly, but they're too much. Protect him. All right, we have a net there, and just swipe it up and onto him, and then drag it down over the top. The hunter hunted pathetic. So once again, put your finger on the net, bring it up to his head. It goes on top of his head, and then just swipe down on the net portion of that, and it covers him in the net. Thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see you next level. And welcome back. This is Brain Test 4, level 75. Granny needs to calm down. Some music might work. All right, she's always angry. And here we go. Once just one of those music notes come out, just drag them over to Granny, and she's all happy. So just the music notes that are in the air there, just drag them over to Granny. This song literally hits my ear. Thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see you next time. Have a great day. Okay, friends, welcome back. This is Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends, level 76. Here we go. I must beat Uncle Bubba at this go-kart race. Alright, there's Uncle Bubba. He's ahead of her. Just start swiping around on stuff. Up in the words it says go kart race. If you tap on the go button, and then every time you tap on it, she goes faster than him. So just keep tapping on the go button, and she leaves him in the dust. Eat my dust. I wouldn't say no with some salt and ketchup. Okay, friends, I'll see you next level. Back, my friends, I am playing level 77 here of Brain Test 4. Tricky Friends. Jenny must do some tennis practice. Okay, she's hitting it over the net. How do we... There we go. Just swipe Jenny back and forth, and she'll practice by herself right through the net. There we go. Nice. Tennis and running practice completed in the same time. Thanks for watching, my friends. I'll catch you next level. Hey everyone, welcome back. This is Brain Test 4, level 78. Arg, I can't open this pickle jar. Okay, so there's a knife there, then there's a hammer there. That doesn't work. Okay, so if we... Open pickle jar. Alright, we're going to drag the bowl underneath and then hit it with the hammer. There we go. Might have some glass in your pickles, but okay. Mine would kill me if I broke such a nice glass jar. Alright, so drag the bowl under the pickle jar, drag the hammer up to the jar, it breaks it, and you're good to go. Thanks for watching, my friend. Welcome back. This is Brain Test 4, level 79. Dr. Worry must find a way to get rid of those butterflies. There's a fire extinguisher, there's a net, doesn't really do anything. On the roof, though, there's this portion of the roof. Just kind of swipe up on that. The roof lifts up, and the butterflies fly away. I will never try cloning again, ever. Okay, my friends, once again, just on that roof portion, swipe back or forth or up on it, and it'll go up out of the way, and you're good to go. Thanks for watching. Right, welcome back. This is level 80 of Brain Test 4. It's my time to use a computer, but Larry refuses to stop playing. I'll be taking some pictures here of... take some pictures of her, and then connect that to the camera, and up pops a scary face. So swipe the camera over in front of Granny, and it takes a bunch of pictures. Take the camera back down to the USB cord there on the desk, and it uploads that picture to the computer and freaks him out. Ah, the computer's possessed by a demon, run! I never thought that I would come to like my Granny's hideous face mask. Okay, thanks for watching, my friends. Have a great day. Back, this is Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends, level 81. Oh no, don't let Jenny fall down. Okay, there's a tree there. What if we like just kind of lower the rock there? So just swipe down on the rock portion and it makes it smaller. She will fail so hard when you stop helping her. Okay, my friends, thanks for watching. I'll see you next level. Take care. Here we go. Welcome back to Brain Test 4, level 82. I seriously need my morning coffee. Alright, well, it's 2200, so let's take out the 2 and make it 802. And okay, so we got 802. 822. Okay, so just switched around the numbers there, and it's morning again. The sky is unusually dark this morning. How strange. So once again, just drag the numbers on the clock so it becomes 0822. Thanks for watching, my friend. Welcome back to Brain Test 4. This is level 83. Dr. Rory must find a way to power up that machine. Alright, we have some bars here. If we connect those bars. And then we have a flat one, so that doesn't really work. We can move this one though, so let's move it up to that. It becomes a Y. And then we connect the two Y's by putting that together, and there we go. So just swipe that Y up to the other Y, it turns it, or to the X. X turns into a Y, and connect this horizontal bar. What does this machine do? That's the fun part. I don't know. Thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see you next level. And welcome back. This is level 84 of Brain Test 4. Ugg My Car stopped working. Help me push it. What if we just tilt the phone to the right? And that way it's on a flat ground and she can push it easily. You might be wondering how Lily is driving a car. She is actually 18 years old. Alright, my friends, once again, just simply tilt your phone clockwise to the right and it'll level out. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. I'll see you next level. Here we go. Welcome back to Brain Test 4. Tricky Friends, this is level 85. We must fix my car. Okay, so there's some gas over here. What exactly is wrong with the car here? I drag the gas tank over to the gas cap there. I realize I just ran out of fuel. Let's close the subject and never remember again, my dear uncle. Okay, so yeah, move the obstacles out in front of the gas tank. That reveals the gas can, I'm sorry, and then drag that gas can down to the gas cap, and you're good to go. Thanks for watching, my friends. Welcome back. This is Brain Test 4, level 86. I mustn't let her do a good shot. Alright, well, there's some pins over here that can move, so we drag them over to Lily. And there's one more. Alright, drag that one over there, and she starts juggling, and Jenny misses her shot. Hey, you distracted me. Sorry, I can't stop being awesome. Alright, my friends, thanks for watching. I'll see you all next level. And welcome back. This is Brain Test 4, level 87. Now I must do the winning shot. Alright, so if you swipe on her, that doesn't take them all out. And you just shake your phone. So go over to the bowling ball when Lay's holding it and kind of move on her arm, and it throws the ball down there. And then the ball goes down and hits the pins, and then shake your phone and knocks the rest of the pins over. I hope your phone is not dizzy after all that shaking. Thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see you next level. Welcome back, everybody. Granny Amy is forcing Uncle Bubba to run on the treadmill. Help him. So this is level 88 of Brain Test 4. What does he need help with? No, not a weight. How about some water? No. Turn off the television screen, and he leaves. So swipe down on the screen there, hit the button or whatever, and then put the chair, swipe the chair over onto the treadmill. There you go. She just needs to hear the treadmill working. All right, my friends. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next level. Welcome back. Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends, level 89. What equals 22 plus x plus y? You have x times 2 plus 4 times y. If that was x was 1, that'd be 2. No, if x is 0 times 2 is 0. Plus if y was 3, that'd be 12. So 4 plus 2y. No, that doesn't work. So 22 plus x plus y equals question mark. Yes, so we write question mark equals question mark. So there we go. All right. Hey, we're not responsible for the math test failures you will suffer after playing these levels. All right, my friends. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next level. Welcome back, my friends. Here we go. Level 90 of Brain Test 4, Tricky Puzzles. Jenny must score a goal. All right, so let's give some cookies to this guy. Man, he's really thirsty, so let's keep putting cookies over there. Oh, he got it. Okay. So drag a cookie over to him. And he's thirsty. Now drag the water bottle. And now, okay, drag another cookie over there. Drag another water bottle. Drag another cookie. Drag another water bottle. Drag another cookie. Drag another water bottle. Now he's fat. And now we're going to kick the ball. So tap on Jenny. And he can't block it. Okay, so just keep dragging cookies and water bottles over that guy. And he's done for. Yes, I finally scored against the guy. Good for you. But you owe me a new bag of chips. Welcome back to Brain Test 4, level 91. I can't break this walnut shell. Alright, so just kind of, there's a hammer there, doesn't do anything, nutcracker. Swipe up on Uncle Bubba's chair and then put the nut under there, the walnut, and the chair comes back down and just smashes it. Hey, I'm not your personal nutcracker. What if I share the walnuts with you? Okay, so once again, swipe up on the chair, drag the walnut under the chair, and it falls down on it. Thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see you next time. Hey, friends, welcome back to Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends, level 92 here. How many marbles does Tiki have? Well, it looks like there's 9. That's not right. These are tricky puzzles, so we gotta figure this one out. Okay. So there's in her hair, there's that sharp pin coming down there. So let's just drag these over there. See which ones are actually a marble, right? The ones that aren't are just popping. Okay, so that leaves us with 6. Let's try 6. No. Pop. 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 There we go. What? All right. I don't know why 6 didn't work that first time. I thought I put 6 in. Do you also collect marbles? Of course not. You wouldn't be playing a mobile game otherwise. All right. Well, that was kind of a tricky one since I popped them the first time. It didn't work. So thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see you next time. Alrighty, my friends. Welcome back. This is Brain Test 4. Tricky Friends, level 93. Oh no, Jenny's parachute is not working. What can we do to stop her from falling? These are birds. What if we take the birds and just like hook them up to her hands and feet, and they hold, they're very strong birds there. Well, if you like a Disney princess, so simply drag the birds over to her hands and her feet and you're good to go. Thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see you next level. Welcome back. Here we go. Brain test for level 94. Wow, is that one guy that on the YouTube that eats just a ton of hot dogs? Uncle Bubba must win this eating contest. Alright, so he's not going to win like that. Just keep dragging the hot dogs over the other guy's plate there. There we go. And the winner is... Who is that guy? Oh, that's that one YouTuber, isn't it? Looks like him. Anyways, never again. I want to cherish the food in me and not suck them in like a vacuum cleaner. Thanks for watching, guys. Just drag the hot dogs over the other guy's plate until there's one left and give that one to Uncle Bubba. Okay, friends, welcome back to Brain Test 4. Tricky Friends, level 95 here. There he wants more viewers for his live stream. Okay, well, how do you get more viewers? I wish I knew, because I did a live stream the other day and didn't really help out. Got like a few, like 5. Let's see, we got a cat here, we got a microphone, we got the eye you can drag around. We put the cat up behind him there. Whoa, what the? 50K for putting on some cat ears. That's pretty crazy. Now he must also dye his hair blue or pink, depending on the latest live streamer trends. Very interesting. All right, thanks for watching, my friends. Cat ears apparently is the secret. Back, my friends. Here we go. Level 96 of Brain Test 4. Dr. Worry must fully recharge his robot. All right, is this the one that works on sun? There's the battery charging. Just plug that into the wall. Needs to be fully recharged though. Just simply swipe down on the battery so it's full, and there you go. I said I'll use coal for my next robot. So once again, open the shades, it gets the battery almost fully charged. So just simply swipe down to make the battery smaller so it's fully charged. Alright, so there's a little mouse here. Drag it and put it on Jenny's head, and then she just takes off for the goal. That wasn't funny, Lily. Well, did you win or not? Now kiss the mouse for appreciation. So once again, just drag that little mouse onto Jenny's head, and she wins the race. Thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see y'all next time. Have a great day. Here we go. Brain test 4, level 99. I want to scare Dr. Worry with a prank. Okay, so probably the knife, give the knife to the robot, and let's put some ketchup on her. Yeah, that looks pretty scary. All right, so drag the knife over the robot, drag the ketchup down to Lily, and there you go. Oh no, Lily, no! Oh, my ears, stop shouting, that was just a prank. Be careful with pranks, my friends. Thanks for watching. All right, friends, here we go. Brain test 4. Tricky Friends, level 100. So is this really the 100th level of the game? We cannot repair the yes button. It's broken. Tape doesn't work. Can we smash the no button? No, we can't. So we have to make no the correct answer. What if we smash that 100? What if we... Oh, we just take that up there, smashes that, and makes it level 1, and we click no. And no becomes the right answer. So you've completed 100 levels. What? You want a medal or something? Thanks for watching, my friends. Welcome to Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends, level 101. I need to prepare Tiki's school bag. She needs 5 items. Alright, let's see here. If we tap on that, there's a backpack. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, bag of chips, and there we go. So don't worry about that other backpack. Just click on the drawers. It opens that up, the doors, and then you have the backpack there, and add the stuff into that one. Tiki, come on, you're going to be late for school. Arg, I need a mule. Friends, welcome back to Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends, level 102. Jenny must juggle the ball 100 times. Alright, what if we just drag the 100 down there into the count off, and she's good to go. She's either too oblivious or ignores your cheating to feel successful. That was a pretty easy one. And some of the easy ones that seem easy are super complicated because we overthink them. I don't know. Anyways, my friends, thanks for watching. Be sure to check this game out. You will really enjoy it. Have a great day, and I'll see you next time. Welcome back, friends. I'm playing level 103 of Brain Test 4. Tiki wants a unicorn. So you get this treadmill here. Well, if we put the rhinoceros on the treadmill. Okay, that seemed to lose some weight. And how are we going to make it a unicorn? Alright, let's get that bucket under the cow. It turns white with milk, and pour the milk on the rhinoceros, and you have yourself a unicorn. This is the ugliest unicorn I've ever seen. As if you've seen any unicorns before. Thanks for watching, my friends. Dr. Worry can't shut down his PC. There's a power button there, but it avoids you when you try to touch it because it's on the screen. And push the power button on the actual computer, and it turns it off instead of trying to dance around on the screen. So just tap the power button on the PC, the one below the desk. Good grief, Lily and her pranking viruses again. Yeah, I'm just trying to train your antivirus software. Thanks for watching, friends, and I'll catch you next level. Back to Brain Test 4, level 105. Oh no, an asteroid is going to hit us. Help. Bounces off. Alright, the tough one, kind of tricky. Thanks for watching. Welcome back to Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends, level 106. Which one is the heaviest? That was 25, that was 10, that one's 15. Oh, she broke the scale. You're going to cook me instead? Well, depends on how well you taste. Oh my goodness. Alright, my friends, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you next level. Have a great day. And here we go. Welcome to Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends, level 107. Jenny must get across. Alright, well, here's a mushroom. I wonder if that's going to do anything. Let's try to drag those things together. Oh, how about we just drag the jump down and then press jump and she lands. What? Alright, drag it down, drag that up, and then just runs across. That's a little easier. I could have jumped if I wanted to. Alright, my friends, I'll see you next level. Welcome to Brain Test 4, level 108. I must protect my cookies from Uncle Bubba. Alright, how about we just put some, we got that fire sauce there. He looks like he's kind of hungry, but I can't move any of these. Okay, I can do that. And put some barbecue sauce on the cookies there. Put some hot sauce on some. Give him a fire one. There we go. Haha. I probably didn't need to do that to all of them, but I put it on all of them, and now I can't even eat my own cookies, I guess. You gotta eat these. They will go to waste if I don't eat them. I must sacrifice myself. So I think you just need the hot sauce on just one of them, and then give it to Uncle Bubba there. Here we go. Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends, level 109. I must stop this fight. They're sitting there barking at each other. There's a couple bones. You'd think one could have one bone, one could have the other, but that's not the case. Let's see here. That would be an easy fix. Didn't seem to work here. Alright, so we just simply pull the stakes up out of the ground by swiping up on them. Sigh, all bark, no bite. There we go. Thanks for watching, my friends. Brain Test 4, level 110. How many sides does that box have? They have 6, but that's not the ones that we can see. How about it's only got 3? No? Okay, so we're looking at 5. There we go. So just move the box to the right, and you're good to go. It doesn't have a bottom to it. I guess that's why you should always think outside the box. Good one. Thanks for watching. Friends, I suspect there is a ghost here. Level 111 of Brain Test 4. Okay, let's give him a donut. Give him another donut. Just start feeding him donuts. Now we got all that powder. And throw the powder into the air. There's the ghost right there. Oh no, my stomach's ghost came to haunt me again. You should stop eating so much. His stomach's ghost. Alright, my friends, thanks for watching. Be sure to check this game out. You'll really enjoy all the other levels. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends, level 112. I must feed that scary dog. There's an apple over there in the tree. There's some meat here. Let's see here. Alright, so there we go. So just to get that fence post there, drag it down to the stake, and then just move her forward. And she can feed the dog a steak on a stick. I wish I had a vegetarian dog. Thanks for watching, friends. I'll see you next level. Here we go. Level 113 of Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends. Here we go. Jenny must score a goal, so if we kick it, and he blocks it easily. Okay, so we got some water bottles over here. That's not working. We got water bottles there. We got the ball. Can't really affect that. How about we, okay, put your fingers on the net and spread it out. Then hit the kick button. How are you going to block that, buddy? He can't jump that high. There we go. That's more like it. They should stop making these posts so small. Okay, my friends. Thanks for watching. See you next level. Welcome back to Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends. This is by Unico Studios, level 114. I must tidy up Tiki's whole mess. Alright. I don't think those are all recycle, are they? clean. Let's put the clean in there as well. What else? Put put everything in there. Okay. Hey, what's this all about? Don't you like to live among your junk? So live in there. Alright, my friends, be sure to check this game out. I'll link it in the description below. You'll really enjoy it. This is a brain test for level 115. Where is the mother lion? Let's see if we move this back and forth. That doesn't do anything. Okay, just pull the mane off of that one, and it is the mother lion. These are the exclusive things National Geographic would never show you. So once again, on the mane of the lion, just swipe down, and it becomes a lioness. Have a great day, my friends. Back, my friends. Brain test for Tricky Friends, level 116. Dr. Worry can't find the answer. Please help him. 15 times 26 plus 275, 725, 15 times 5, 3 plus 4. Please put this. 3 plus 3 plus 4 equals 10. Ah, simple. I hope you don't try to do all the calculations there. No, I wasn't going to try to do that in my head. Just the last one. Thanks for watching, my friends. We'll see you next time. Back to brain test 4, Tricky Friends, level 117. How many apples are there on the tree? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8. What if we shake the tree? Alright. Shake your phone, and now there's only 2 apples left. When in doubt, shake the phone. There we go. That usually works. Guys, if you're looking for a fun game to play, to test your problem-solving skills, give this one a shot. I'll link it in the description below. Welcome back. This is Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends, level 118. I was waiting a long time for this game to come out. That frog wants to fly. Now let's put a hole. Alright, why is there a hole there? Let's shake up that soda. Why is that? Okay, the soda's shaking up. And there we go. So that was kind of a tricky one. Just kind of put your hand on the soda there and it shakes it up until it changes its appearance in the bottle. Then drag the frog over to it and it blasts off into space. See you later, froggy. Friends, welcome back. This is Brain Test 4, level 119. So help Dr. Worry to activate the machine. So 5 times green, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 times 3 times red. So now it's green. So what if we push that? Now it becomes the handle down. So tap the green 5 times, and then tap the red twice. Then it becomes green. Tap the handle, then it becomes red again. Tap it again, and you're good to go. Okay, kind of a tricky one there. Will it ever get a normally working machine? Well, you are called Dr. Worry for a reason. Welcome back, friends. This is Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends, level 120. Jenny must break the running speed record. She's 15 speed. Okay, so just take the 50 and swipe it over to the 15 and you're good to go. You really broke a new record, the record for number of cheatings. So guys, if you're looking for a fun brain game that's going to test your skills at solving puzzles, check out this one. Link it in the description below. This is Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends, level 121. We need to help Astro Dog to launch his rocket ship. Okay, so we need to count down. So tap on the 5. That brings up a little green bar on the rocket ship. And there's 3, 2, 1. We need a 4. I'll swipe on that guy's shirt. That's the one YouTuber guy that eats a lot. Tap on the 4, there's 4, tap on the balloon is 3, tap on the sign is 2, and tap on the 1 on the rocket, and there we go, launching it off into space. Bye-bye, folks. I will send you postcards from Mars, huh? What did USPS start working intergalactically. Thanks for watching, my friend. Here we go. Brain test 4, level 122. Astrodog must avoid the asteroids. So simply swipe different ways to avoid the asteroids. Oh, that's a big one. Okay. Oh. Okay, so when that big one comes, we gotta tap with our fingers to crush it. So swipe left and right to avoid these ones. Get ready for the big one. Tap on it, it breaks it up. There we go. So they are entrusting our tax dollars with a single dog. Yes, they are. This is Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends, level 123. I wonder where is Astrodog right now. Let's take off our glasses there. Make them bigger. Alright, then we can drag them around and see. There's Astrodog right now. So swipe his glasses off. Put your fingers on and your thumb on the glasses and spread them apart. And there you have to make the glasses are bigger, and then you can move around until you see the dog. There he is, what a brave dog. Yeah, he's awesome and all. But can I get my glasses back? Go, friends, welcome back. This is Brain Test 4, level 124. Uncle Bubba is going to drink that expired juice. I must stop him. Oh boy, so he's got the expired juice. What are we gonna do? Grab the tape and just swipe it over his mouth. That stops him from drinking. You are welcome, my dear uncle. Expired juice. Don't drink it. Friends, welcome back. This is Brain Test 4, level 125. Astrodog must land on that small planet on the right. Okay, this one here. There we go. Just drag the planet over to Astrodog. Mission log number 12. A planet came to pick me up. I'm gravely concerned. Anyways, guys, if you're looking for a fun game to play that'll test your little problem-solving skills, be sure to check this one out. Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends. I'll link it in the description below. Welcome back. This is Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends, level 126. Astrodog must survive the meteor shower. Alright, once again, guys, we're just going to drag it around to miss all these things. So maybe just off the screen, just drag. Nope, you got hit. Alright, so just avoid these like an old school video game. Whoa, that was a fast one. Okay. Whoa! Maybe, perhaps, we just land on that rocket there. Just so drag the spaceship over to that planet and you're safe. I was going to try to just dodge them all. Those are getting faster, though. Mission log number 16. I don't advise taking meteor showers in the morning. Friends, level 127 of Brain Test 4 Tricky Puzzles. I must help that tortoise. Alright, so... what if we drag him down on top of that, and then we put a rock on top of that one, and we try to whack-a-mole, and he comes up underneath it there. That's pretty clever. I could have simply turned it around, but this wouldn't be a brain test puzzle otherwise. Be sure to check this one out, guys. I'll link it in the description below. Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends. So welcome back to Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends. Level 128 is what we are playing right now. Jenny wants to do a handstand. Alright, so there's some wings here. We're going to be cheating. There is a balloon, so pump the balloon up. And then... that didn't work. Alright, so pump the balloon up. Put it... okay, and just kind of flip her over and put the balloon on her. I just kind of put my finger on the balloon while I flipped her over, and it went attached to her ankle there, where I feel like light, like a feather. I wonder why. So, yeah. Just kind of drag that balloon over to her foot. Friends, this is Brain Test 4, level 129. Dr. Worry must find a way to stop that leak. Okay, there's a red valve here. Let's turn that valve. Just move those barrels out of the way. Swipe right, swipe left, whatever, and then put your finger on the red valve and turn it around. I turned it clockwise. I'm not sure if it matters which way you turn it. I should stop putting those barrels in front of important spots. You're not the one doing it. Thanks for watching, friends. I'll see you next level. Alrighty, my friends, here we go. Brain test 4, level 130. Astro Dog must do a safe landing on Mars. And here he goes. And let's just add these other planets to the sun, combining them, increasing the gravity, and stopping Astro Dog from crashing into there. So, mission log number 41. We need to implement a better braking system. Okay, my friends, thanks for watching. I'll see you next level. Take care out there. Brain test 4, level 131. Astro Dog must show the Martians that he comes in peace. Okay, what if we smash the watermelons there? Okay, and then drag the flag over to the white juice there, and then drag it back to the dog. The white flag means we surrender. I come in peace, dear Martians. Yo, he knows English. I told you that is an intergalactic language. Alright, my friends, thanks for watching. Test 4, level 132. Arg, the sun doesn't let me sleep in peace here. Okay, can we put sunglasses on? Or let's move that volcano up, swipe up, it comes up out of the ground, produces some nice clouds of smoke, and blocks the sun. Anything is worthy for a good midday nap. Well, you could have dragged the umbrella over, put some sunglasses on, moved your thing under the umbrella. Anyways, thanks for watching, my friends. I'll see you next level. And welcome back. This is Brain Test 4, level 133. Which one is my real shadow? They look pretty identical, actually. Neither of them. Let's move those clouds out of the way, and there's the sun, and we'll click on the middle one. That's the real shadow. What about those two creepy random shadows? Yeah, let's not worry about that. Guys, if you're looking for a fun brain game to play, Brain Test 4, Tricky Friends. In fact, all the Brain Test games are a lot of fun. Unico Studio puts them out. Check them out. And they're a lot of fun ways to engage your mind intellectually and try to figure out and do some problem solving.